Today, and another tech company filing to go public. This time it's gaming platform Roblox. Filed its S1 late yesterday, the latest in a growing list of companies trying to IPO before year end. It's been a hit with kids amid the pandemic, leading to a record year. U.S. daily active users nearly doubled to more than 36 million in the third quarter. It refers to hours engaged, which more than doubled to 8.7 billion. Leslie, I spent the whole break trying.
So let's talk about Roblox, right? So Roblox, because of the pandemic this year, a lot of people have gravitated to it because, you can't socialize at school, and we're locked at home, so we have to find something to do. Especially here in New York, it's like at some point in time we couldn't even go to the park, we couldn't socialize that much or the way we used to. So therefore, it's understanding that people gravitated to video games, and of course, a lot of people. Have you seen the adoption of Zoom, right? So it make it easier for not only communication but also a lot of teachers use Zoom to teach their classes. But let's go back to Roblox. Roblox is basically giving these kids something to do. When they're not able to go outside, when they're not able to play with their friends, this is a safer way to say in order to get their mind occupied, to keep them away from trouble. And it's no surprise that Roblox has grown as much as it has. So that's very understandable, and I believe it will continue to grow. And with the IPO that is set to happen next year, 2021, I just think they have a great business model in order to continue with the growth that they've seen this year so far.
Trying to Google and figure out what Roblox is. I do tell.
I think our kids are a little too young to appreciate Roblox, but it's basically this platform where people can create games, users can generate games, and then a majority of their users are actually under the age of 13. So
remember, she says platform. So Roblox is not just a game that users play and that the developers or the company Roblox is 100% responsible for the content of the game. That's not true, right? So Roblox being a platform, that means that they have developers that create assets, that create different worlds on this platform. So it's essentially helping Roblox build their business. And therefore, these developers, they can sell these assets for real money. And then the users, you exchange the real money for Robux, which is the currency that Roblox uses. And then therefore, within the game, you can buy different assets that you can, or weapons, or I'm not sure if there's weapons or clothing or other stuff like that you can purchase with these Robux. But think about it, once the money's gone, once that $4.99 or $5.99 is gone of real money, then therefore you have to spend it on the game. So therefore, once they make the purchase, that's it. And Roblox, as she was saying, is mainly geared, 54% of users are under the age of 13. So therefore, it's understandable because my kids are on it, and honestly, they're playing it all the time. You just have to, let them know, hey, it's time to give up this game. We have other things to do. So therefore, kids can get addicted to it in a way you can say, yeah, that's with little moderation from the parents, it could be a great business for the company.
Kind of their sweet spot is kids between the age of maybe 8 and 13. They're able to play games. They communicate with each other. They have their own digital currency called Robux that people can transact with, usually with their parents' money. But it's become, as you mentioned, just this they've seen a tremendous jump in their business, a tremendous jump in the amount of
91% jump in revenue. I mean, that is amazing. And again, it's no surprise, to be honest with you. A lot of companies are seeing this type of growth because of the pandemic. So it's understandable.
of hours on their platform because during the pandemic, everybody is stuck at home, kids included. This is the way that they're communicating with their friends. They're playing. They can host birthday parties on this site. They have educational programs that they can do. So kids have really turned to Roblox during the pandemic.
And I believe a couple months ago as well, Lil Nas X had like a virtual concert or something like that, which was attended by hundreds, I believe, tens of millions of people. So they're trying new things here to see what works and what sticks. So therefore, I would say that the Lil Nas X concert was successful, but they're trying to see what works, and so far that has worked for them.
As a way to kind of spend their time.
All right. So, Mike, I guess the question is, how much staying power does it have? And to broaden it out, we have seen a lot of companies filing lately. Affirm was another interesting one. Yeah. Is there a sense that people are in a rush to get these done?
I think that certainly the market's very receptive. Valuations are pretty generous, and it's certainly a good time to do it. Who knows if it's going to be the absolute best moment, and it's going to get worse from here. But I understand why people want to get out here, because what the shutdown period has also done is it kind of raised people's threshold for what they're willing to value certain types of businesses are that have very long-term, growth dynamics to them. You don't have to be earning a ton up front. Roblox is a fascinating example.
Remember those things I was saying about the Roblox being a platform, and 250 developers earned 100,000 plus from the game. So therefore, it's a great revenue model for them, and it's a win-win. And I think they're different from other, like the Angry Birds, I believe at one time was popular. But the difference between the Angry Birds and all those other games in Roblox is because you don't really have developers that are getting paid for the assets that they're building on the platform. And I think the developers are just gonna continue to flock to the to Roblox in order to earn a living, to earn an income, and to build companies within this Roblox platform. So once again, I look forward to it to see what great things they will do.
Because I do think it is a platform, as Leslie says. My younger one was kind of into it at that age, and it's sort of an on-ramp into social media, for better and for worse. And it's very flexible. So games pop up, they become really popular, they fade away, but the platform and the Robux remain in place.
Eric, I'm not sure if I understand it any better now than I did before, but look, we always know there's a new video game hit in town. I just wonder how much staying power this particular one's going to have.
Well, if the idea here, this is more of a platform rather than a particular game, and there's all these developers, like we had the graphic up right now, over 250 developers have made $100,000 creating these games on the platform. But like Mike said, for better or worse, I've read about Roblox. There's a lot of seedy, sketchy things that you do not want your kids getting involved with on this platform. Parents who have written on social media saying, you got to keep your kids off of this because there are other kids taking advantage of younger kids for money and doing weird things. So I'm nervous about Roblox. I think it's a problem. But again, it's an entryway to social media, for better or worse. There's the good, there's the bad, and there's people trying to make money off the platform.
Right.
So I definitely agree with Eric, what he's saying, because, the truth is you never really know who's on the other side. People are in a virtual world, right? So you don't know if on the other side, if that person is a male, even though their avatar is a male, or if they're a female, you don't know the age that this other individual on the other side is, and what their intentions are. But you just have to, as parents and as players also, you just have to be careful who it is that you communicate with and what it is that's being asked of you. Yes, people have ill intentions at times, and they will try to trick you, try to take advantage of you. You just have to be aware of it. Now, what Roblox does is, if anyone tricks you or is using foul language or is acting inappropriately towards you in the game, then therefore you can report them. So that is good on them. And I think it's no company is without its flaws and possibly its concerns, right? So therefore, I believe they will get better, and that's why I think that the IPO is a great idea for them right now. But it's a problem that they have to deal with, and it's a problem that they'll have to fix when it comes. So therefore, if they don't fix that problem, then therefore it'll be damaging to their business. But if they do, then therefore the stock will continue to go up, and it will be a great company.
Right. They're like, who ever thought we'd say to the kid, just hurry up and get on Instagram? I guess that's the